Hello everyone, I am NTC, and today I want to talk to you all about something that I'm very passionate about when it comes to Overwatch. For a game with such a large focus on player experience, I often wonder why it seems like Overwatch is lacking features that would allow each player an even more unique experience, while also helping to keep the game in the spotlight each year. With the addition of endorsements and looking for group into the game, I think the Overwatch team is taking steps in the right direction to allow a continued, unique experience for each player. With that in mind, there are still features that I think the Overwatch team should consider adding into the game in order to allow for a better experience for each player. So, without any further delay, here's my list of the top 5 features that we need in Overwatch. Number 5, Gabriel Reyes voice lines. For those of you who have played the seasonal Overwatch Archives event, specifically the Retribution event from this past year, you may have noticed something about our good friend Reaper, or as he was known at the time, Gabriel Reyes. If you used one of Reaper's voice lines during the Retribution mission, you didn't hear the normal chilling voice of the Talon Assassin Reaper that we hear when playing competitive or quick play, but rather you heard the voice of the former Overwatch commander and Blackwatch leader, Gabriel Reyes, before he became the Talon Assassin Reaper. And during this Retribution event, Reaper can be seen wearing his Blackwatch outfit, which is available as an in-game skin to anybody with the Overwatch Legendary Edition or Overwatch Game of the Year Edition. But when you use this Blackwatch Reyes skin, or even the Soldier 24 Reaper skin in-game, you just hear Reaper's normal voice that you would have if you're just wearing Reaper's default skin. I personally think that we should have the option to have Gabriel Reyes' voice lines play instead of these normal Reaper voice lines, if we're using the Blackwatch Reyes or Soldier 24 skin. We've seen that they've changed voice lines in the past for skins, so I don't see why they couldn't do it here. I'd love to see it happen, but hey, that's just me. Number 4, better colorblind options. Now, I personally am not colorblind. But if there is one thing that I see a lot online with people talking about a problem with Overwatch, it is this. It is that there isn't great options for colorblind players, and the colorblind mode and settings they have in the game don't really work. While they're there, the main problem they cause is that they cause many of the colors to be the same, making it hard to tell exactly what's going on. I have linked in the description to a Reddit thread from someone who is colorblind, who goes very in depth on the problems that he has while playing, and he's made several posts over time. So I really think you should check those out. So I have that linked in the description if you want to check it out. But Blizzard, I think that this is something that really should be a priority. You should try to get it fixed. And you should try to make it so that these players can have a better experience. Number 3, more control over random highlight intros and random victory poses. Now, I am a huge fan of the game's highlight intros, and there's something satisfying to me to just ending the game and you see your name pop up with the hero you're playing as, this cool intro, you hear play the game, and it's awesome. The one problem that I have, though, with that is that there's a lot of heroes that have some really, really great highlight intros, but also have one that's just really bad. And they could have 3 that I love and one that I just never want to see in front of my plays. And I'm not going to select random because I don't want that chance of that one play showing up. So either I manually switch between them or I'm just using one the whole time. So I think we should have the option to choose which highlight intros we want to appear in the random rotation. There is an option for random. Give us the option to select which ones we want in that random option. And while we're at it, just give us the same random select option for victory poses. They're cool too. They're fun. There's a bunch of cool event ones. I want to put more than just people with their hands sticking out of a gravestone or people holding up a cup of coffee or hot chocolate or whatever it is. I want more randomization options. Please, Blizzard, just give me more control over my highlights. They're meant for me, aren't they? So let me make them how I want. Number 2, a role select queue. With the addition of the looking for group option came the ability to join groups with a specific role in mind. However, one of the problems that looking for group has is that if someone from the group drops, there's no easy way to fill that spot. So I personally think it would be a pretty good idea to add an area in the looking for group menu where you can select the mode you want to play. If you want to play quick play, if you want to play competitive, if you want to play arcade, the role you want to be, if you want to be a damage hero, if you want to be a support, a tank, and the presets, if you want to be mic or no mic, if you want to have all the endorsement levels, the normal stuff and options you get when creating a group just for one person, and it searches them and puts them into a group that fits those presets without them having to search for it themselves, and it fills groups that maybe had someone drop or that are just having trouble getting someone to join their group. There are some problems that I can see. Overall wait times would probably be longer for the people that are queuing up in this solo queue, and the decision would most likely still fall onto the group leader if they wanted to allow people into the group. And of course you could run into problems if you queued like this in quick play and 6 people are queued as DPS heroes. But I think if implemented correctly and if done in a way that diminishes these problems, I think it could be one of the best solutions for one of looking for groups' biggest problems. Finally, at number 1, we have a better custom game browser. If there's one thing that I want more than anything else in Overwatch, it's a better custom game browser. In its current state, it's pretty overwhelming to people who don't know what they're looking for, and overall, it's just kind of bad. However, I think there are some ways to heavily improve upon the system that we already have in place. First, there is currently an option to save other people's custom games. But I also think there should be some kind of subscription where you can see if there are any games of the kinds that you have subscribed to currently running. And if there are, you can join them, and if not, then you know you can create your own, and anyone else that's subscribed and is looking for it can join your game, or just anyone else in general can join your game. Second, and I think more importantly, there should be an area in-game where you can share your custom game modes without having to have the game running at that time. People can make their own game modes, they can put it up on this part of the custom games area, they can leave a description of it, and they can say, hey, here's what my game's about, here's what you do, and you can have a rating system, out of stars. You can say, oh, this is a 5-star, I really like this one, and you can then sort it. You can sort by new game modes, you can sort by popular game modes, highest rated game modes, whatever it may be. I think this will allow people who want to try out new game modes in Overwatch a way to do it without having to play with people they don't know. If you just want to play Diva Titanfall with friends, well, this gives you an easy way to search for new game modes that you've never played before, try them out, and if you enjoy them, then it allows you to maybe play with randoms later on. I think it would be much better to give an option to just put these game modes out there for people to see and to try for themselves, and I think it would make the custom game browser significantly better than what we have now. But that wraps up my list of 5 features that I think we need in Overwatch. There are certainly other areas in Overwatch that could use improvements or new features in general, but I would love to see some, if not all, of the ones I mentioned above get implemented into the game at some point. But that's just my opinion. I would love to hear what you guys have to say. Do you agree with some or all of my list? Are there things you'd like to see instead? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed the video, consider liking and subscribing for more content like this in the future. But with all that being said, I'm going to end this video off here. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.